Welcome to the Streams of the Universe channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscriptions, and for supporting and helping this channel. I'm deeply grateful to you. Happy holidays to you as well, because you congratulate me under every video. I congratulate you too, wishing you all the very best and goodness during these festive days. Let's start by doing your signification and see what you are like and what is happening around you right now. And based on that, we will look at what is important for you right now. That will be the next question. Then we'll look at family and relatives. After that, work will be next, then money and finances, and finally, we'll look at love. That's the last question, just so it's convenient for you to choose, girls. Half of my viewers and guests on the channel scold me for doing love readings. The other half scold me for not doing enough love readings. I do it for everyone. I do it for everyone, and it's up to you to choose whether to watch or not. So, in this reading, there will be the 4 most important areas. The ones that people really need, the ones that people need, that's it. To cover the basic needs, so to speak, let's take a look at you first. I will definitely use tarot cards. The main reading will be with Lenormand, so you. Wow, the house. Well, what can I say? You are a stable person. It's very comfortable with you, like being behind a stone wall, meaning you give a sense of foundation. So, well, definitely. If you have a family, of course people love spending time with you, being at home with you. Maybe someone is just dealing with their real estate right now, maybe doing some home renovations. Well, for what? To improve things, to feel more stable and comfortable, to get rid of any little things that might be annoying. But overall, it shows that you are a stable person. Sometimes the home represents our body. It's the first material property, so to speak. Well, the body is movable property, of course, thank God, right? Movable property, but we often don't think of it as property. But this is the home of the soul, right? It can also indirectly indicate that you always think about what you eat. Well, this is just everyday domestic stuff. So, basically, you got the card of everyday life. And in this everyday life, you always make sure that everything feels comfortable and good inside. And this also relates to the body, meaning you want your body to feel comfortable and good too. You understand perfectly well that everything you eat is like building blocks for your body. So everything we eat is... That's right, it's us, isn't it, right? If you eat something good, you think about making sure your body doesn't fall apart, so to speak. And you also got the house card after all. I'll tell you right away, all men. Look, all men who either live with you in the house and love you, or who have ever lived with you, they've felt this love, care, and thoughtfulness in everyday life. Sometimes we don't notice the everyday things. What is that, really? Things happen daily, and God says every day, every detail, and every person is important. So this little drop, in the end, over a lifetime, it means a lot. It accumulates, yes, and everything. It's exactly a man's heart. It's really in your everyday care. I think fathers, sons, husbands, any beloved men, really any men who have ever been in your home, I can say right away, they won't forget it. You probably even served them some tea. Well, that's if we're talking about guests. But if it's those you lived with, you did this on a daily basis. And you ask how they are, what they want. You always make what the person wants, what he loves. In this case, the man. The King of Hearts also came up here. If you don't have a man right now, I think the men who have been around you or realize how caring you are, maybe you act the same way at work, they would want to live with you because being with you is just really great and comfortable. Again, yes, we're looking right now. We're looking at the present. Maybe today you're like this. I mean, you're different. After all, we're all different. But today, You have this really activated energy of home care and coziness. Maybe you're expecting guests. Why not? Like a hearth at home. All right, let's see. I want to draw 3 cards. Well, let's say in Lenormand, this means routine work at home. Maybe someone even works from home, through the star card, via the internet, watches something online, studies online, maybe learns some new programs online. But overall, this is homework, routine, for the long term. That's what I was talking about from the beginning. Over time, this makes wishes come true. And the wishes of those people who come into your home, as well as your own. And maybe someone works online or watches some training courses. Well, just doing something routine, right? It doesn't have to be. It's just like the internet. Maybe it's far away. Something out there is far away. But in the end, it covers your life stability. Home is still stability. It might even show that I will buy a home in the long term. Or somewhere far away. Family members might be far away for someone, according to the star. But again, here are 2 cards like this. Talent, which is also talent and wish fulfillment. Even if the family members you love were here in your home, no matter where they go, you will routinely, almost without noticing, call them, check in, write to them, and even fulfill some of their wishes and desires. We're holding a reading during the holiday season, even though it's almost over. On the 17th, yes, then it's Epiphany. But right now it's still the Yuletide days. Well, in any case, maybe you're even giving gifts. I wouldn't be surprised. Not maybe, but most likely. Most likely. By the way, maybe you got this kind of signification because it's the holiday season. Look, the star. Yesterday, in Orthodox tradition, it was Christmas, the star appeared, meaning Jesus was born. And maybe you congratulated someone from a distance. Or maybe you fulfilled some wishes. Even your own. Maybe you fulfilled some of your own wishes too. Let's see. Well, it's the card of care. Look, you are a very loyal person. Well, loyal. Look, here is the King of Hearts, and here is the Queen of Hearts. What is a stork? Wherever people are, you will talk, communicate, and show your kindness. You don't have to shout, "I love you." It's a routine thing. It's some of your talents. You just routinely ask how someone is doing, and the person knows someone cares about me. It feels nice, right? By the way, maybe you're planning a trip that has been postponed for a long time. If anywhere, then probably to those people who are welcome in your home, or you are welcome in theirs. This could also play out here because the card improves this, the nest. Maybe you regularly visit someone, I would put it that way. You fly over, drive over, or go over. Actually, storks mean help. Well, and then this stork card shows that you even help more than you need to. You know, it's very hard for you if, for example, the children, here's the nest. The children have flown out of the nest and even moved somewhere. You'll still help even more. You know, you might have empty nest syndrome. If you have a beloved man, if you've been building a nest together for a long time, it will be very hard for you to let go. And you will keep, well, if he left for work or something else, you'll just routinely call and check on him. And if, God forbid, something difficult happens, like a tough divorce, and it's no longer possible to just talk routinely, still, only in the long run will you let go. I'm just saying, that's the card that came up, yes. It could mean either far away or long term, and that this is one of your talents, but in a positive way. All the people you love, no matter where they go or where they are, you always care about them. That's a huge plus. But the downside of this card is that if, God forbid, someone, hurts your soul or your heart, You show your love by caring. And you'll get up at night. And whatever happens to your beloved husband, or your beloved children, or someone, well, you'll get up and do it, and you won't sleep at night, no matter how tired you are. But routinely, yes, the routine card is your talent, but it also brings a lot of problems. A big plus always comes with a big minus. Everything in this world is balanced. If, God forbid, someone hurt your feelings and left, even far away, or if you left, you remember it for a long time. But you have talents too, yes. Some talents to cope with it, to take care of yourself. By the way, at the moment, if there is something negative, although actually all the cards turned out good, take care of your home. Right now, taking care of your home, or the close people who come into your home, is making your dreams come true. That is, you actually got the card of dreams coming true. If you take care of your nest, or those you love, it makes your dreams come true. So today, you have such a cool message. Take care. All the negativity will disappear. It will just wash away. Let's show this card. This is what I was just talking about. Maybe you've already fulfilled your dreams. Well, the fact that you've made other people's dreams come true is 100% certain. Maybe even now, there will be a short trip. Or maybe you'll be planning a longer trip instead. Oh, that's an option, yes. Well, the card came up for right here and now, right? That your dream will come true, maybe at home or with your family. Something about real estate. What does that mean for you? Let's ask about talent first. Well, it's a big heart, and no one will ever forget you. Even people you may have argued with and parted ways with. They'll never forget you. Your big heart. You show love by caring. It's called never forgetting. As I said, it's either a plus or a minus. I always remember. Well, of course, people are grateful to you from the bottom of their hearts, and some are even impressed. Well, see, how does she remember, right? How does she do it? About everyone. Sometimes it's hard to forget negative things, but you don't need to. Just learn from them, and you do that easily. You're very smart. It's a talent of yours. But sometimes those painful stories, they really cut deep. They just cut. Some people have the ability to just forget, to let go, but one of your talents is you never forget useful information, but there's always a plus and minus. We live in a dual world. It's called the perfect friend, 3 of Cups. Well, really, it's easy with you. The card of lightness, it's easy with you. You'll understand everyone. You'll feel everyone out. Who likes what? Who loves what? How? Probably even with children. After all, the house card came up. Children, family, they even see you more as a friend. You solve difficult problems. People are always complaining to you, telling you about their difficulties, about things they can't handle themselves. Well, this includes everyone who comes into your home, and wherever they are, they will call you, tell you things, or come to your house, because you are that kind of person. You're a problem solver. What kind? Family problems in general, the family chart. Look, you can take care of sick people on a routine basis. Like I said, you can stay up at night and get up routinely. Some people, including doctors, may not understand or find a solution, but you will. You do things routinely and have a lot of, you will find any information. These are swords. To find any information, even the most difficult, to find a way out of hopeless situations, even at a distance, you can give some advice. Even if you're not there anymore, yes, you can't help with your own hands. But after talking to you, people realize their problems. Look, and again, you can solve complex real estate problems. It's not for nothing that real estate came up here. Like the body, like movable property, right? First, there's the material aspect, and also the four, mainly complex family-related problems. This is also a family card that came up, right? For example, you were born into a family where real estate was a problem. Well, you can even solve this problem and branch out with real estate. Your children will always have it. And for your loved ones, friends, probably everyone who comes into your home. Listen, you can definitely work in real estate. I'll tell you right away. Especially online. The star card comes up for that. Study online and work with real estate online. You can become a good broker. You can become a good rentier. Actually, anything related to painful feelings within real estate, by the way. You probably know how to create comfort, to build a nest where everyone will feel cozy. Actually, anything like that. And since you also have some medical nuances here, it's like you make people's lives easier. Yes, that may also apply here. And it's even interesting, for example, if there are doctors here. If any doctors are watching me, illnesses just disappeared, right? So for example, you start practicing within four walls, and then your online practice develops through some of your other talents, right? Showing care from a distance, maybe even energy practices according to the star. It could be cosmoenergetics or something else related to the star, right? And now, at a distance, it has expanded to the whole world, and I can solve dilemmas, either through logic or according to the star, and maybe even some energy practices. Oh, astrology, girls, astrology. To set someone straight, to give someone some direction. Well, there are many talents according to the star. I'm just trying to look at all your talents. And they've been activated. Wow, you have some... They've been activated. I just said they've been activated. Some new talent has been activated. You don't know him very well yet. Or maybe you really don't understand how much you help your children. Maybe it's a gesture, one of your talents. Maybe you, like a star, usually spot talents. The child, let's say, doesn't realize it yet, but you see it and guide them, and this talent can give freedom. Freedom to the children, and freedom to you as well. Imagine you are developing talents. Well, at first in the house, yes. Other people, those who live with you, the house always shows those who are welcome in your home. It frees people. And your path also frees you to fulfill your dream. And then it carries over. This talent simply expands. You see, it's not for nothing that I started looking at your talent. Your talent is expanding in some way. To help from a distance. Assist remotely. To give stability from a distance, to set free. Freedom, like a consultant or something. We've only just started gathering some information. It's still controversial. Things will gradually come together as your worldview and those around you change, but it will take time. Well, at the very least, you'll start applying it again in your family, in stability, and then it will spread to higher teachers, so that's 100%. You'll still become a higher teacher. That is, a person who changes the worldview of others, or you will actually be teaching someone. If you have already taught someone, for now it shows something small, but it is going somewhere deeper in development. Well, for example, if you are a teacher, you worked at a school, and then, let's say, you gradually start teaching online, and it takes off from there. Or it could be some other profession, because this is already something higher. Higher. It's when you reach more people, cover a wider audience, the coverage becomes bigger. But it starts. This is the family card, right? Here, some worldview is burning, and gradually, some internal debates with yourself begin. Here, I see both family and work together, and I'm not sure why. The fact that you're like a higher teacher for your children, well, we are teachers for our children anyway, even unconsciously. In the long run, they just see what we do. Not what we tell them, but what we do. So, for them, what we say and what we do come together like pieces of a puzzle. They automatically start doing what? Well, or sometimes the complete opposite, depending on the situation, because it can go either way. That's what I mean by duality. All energy always shows duality here on Earth. Well, some kind of value is growing right now, and your value system is changing. Values. And it will keep changing in the long term, and this will improve your family structure and your income structure. Yes, something new and valuable is coming. Valuable knowledge is on the way. You are like a student, but a future supreme teacher in the long run. Something valuable has come to you. It has already come now. You already possess valuable knowledge. And the Hermit comes up. A wise person, just look at this card. Well, clearly you're sitting at home and going over these thoughts about the past. Yes, it's the past. The Hermit says, right now you're studying something. You're taking it very seriously. And you can only study this when you're alone, when no one is distracting you, right? So no one is bothering you. Yes, no one is bothering you. The foundation is the past. Without this foundation, well, here it is. This foundation. The foundation, you started developing some kind of talent for the long term. Storks also symbolize flight, possibly linked to Uranus, airplanes, or the flight of thought. Very lofty ideas can come, or energy informational ones. With Uranus, yes, that's when you can communicate at a distance, like I mentioned. The foundation here is the past, the sage. Past knowledge gains some kind of uniqueness. Well, with Uranus, it's unique knowledge, unique experience. Well, because the Hermit can study absolutely any information that interests him. The most important thing is interest, that's all. If you have interest, any information will reveal itself to you. Moreover, unique information is revealed. That's what you're true to. Storks always bring something new and unique. And children too, yes, new and unique. Because we are all unique, each in our own way. And with free will, we can use our talents for good or for bad. Well, that's what we learn from experience. All right. Anyway, it's interesting. You just happened to get the star, yes, in your previous experience. Here, you're already shedding some light, yes, with some wisdom. How you'll use it is still unknown, but it could make your dreams come true. In the end, you're already achieving your dreams as you should be. It's funny to think a stork will come, right? A messenger from heaven who fulfills dreams, just as you do for others. You make dreams come true for those you love, like a heavenly messenger. Well, it's just that God has no other hands, eyes, or feet except ours. We are incarnated here, and you can be sent, and some messenger from heaven, can be sent to you. Because this is also a card of help. Help, like a good assistant. And maybe here a good assistant will make your dream come true. And now let's ask, For you, specifically for you, as the first house of the horoscope, what is the most important thing right now? What is happening exactly in this energy? That's how it turned out under the house. Are you working in real estate or actually working inside the house? Work. Some kind of important work for you. Maybe it will solve the real estate problems. Maybe someone is settling down. Also regarding real estate, finances. Finances are very important for you. But to anchor yourself, that's if you are not working. For example, finances for the home, finances inside the home, finances for daily needs, finances for errands. Well, because then the anchor is your thoughts. Thoughts that I got anchored in. And here it shows that you are developing your talent based on the past. Here, your financial dream will come true. This is very important for you. Seriously think about anchoring yourself when it comes to finances. Wow, this is your goal. The mountain came up. The mountain came up under the stork. The stork. Again, we come to the fact that these are airplanes, flights, trips, journeys, changes. To take care. The stork means to take care. To take care of some higher information or internet information. Yes, to soar, by the way, the stork easily. You can achieve your goals and metaphorically apply this to yourself. You have some financial goal at the moment, either for your home or for the people who come into your home, the ones you keep thinking about, the ones you keep thinking about, that your dream can come true, or maybe it already has. And this information, or from helpers, more helpers. It's not for nothing that I mentioned it at the end. Some helpers who have higher knowledge, which is exactly what will help you overcome the mountain. Well, your goal. Maybe you, if you help someone, as I mentioned, that will also help you overcome the mountain. The mountain, at a distance, beyond the hills, beyond some boundaries. Well, the first boundary is our understanding. Somewhere the Maraphant came up for you, yes. This is our worldview, going beyond your own worldview, learning something new and valuable. That will help you overcome. Well, this is some kind of complicated dream, a complicated goal. But in reality, maybe someone is just looking for a well-paid job. In the comments, I always read the comments. Someone, well, a few girls, wrote right under each other, like one writes a comment, and then others say, "We also want to know about work." So it really came up here, right? Well, here they say that assistants can achieve. People who have this information are above, the ones you know. Expansion. Through the internet, education, some kind of higher education. Increasing your income level or professionalism will help you achieve your goal, improve your financial flow, fulfill some dream. By the way, that's the answer. But also, this place has a strong connection to the internet and information. It can also show information will come from abroad, from outside somewhere, sometimes important. Valuable information will come from across the border. Here, as you help someone, you immediately receive something in return, and this fulfills your dream. What connection appeared here? Well, at the very least, I can say, keep helping the people you love. I can't put it any other way, the ones you love. If you're a helper, right? Then that will also somehow move you closer to your dream. And it's something financial or very deep emotions. I got anchored by my thoughts. Cold thoughts trigger deep emotions, but still, there's money here. There's still money here. As an option, a man could clarify the information. Not for everyone, but still, the king of diamonds. Diamonds might mean clarity or documents. It often comes up with people I work with. Something will become clear at work. Something will become clear regarding documents. Sometimes it also shows bureaucrats with papers, with all sorts of things. Well, diamonds are like paper. But money, again, is also government-issued paper. The gold reserve stays in the bank. They issue papers and say each paper is worth a certain amount, right? We confirm to you that we have the gold, just in case, right? Well, that's how we trust the government. Money is now all online. This card means online money, which used to be easy to transfer. But now, damn, it's not easy to transfer at all. There is a problem, yes, but the problem can be solved, for example, by cryptocurrency. If all the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication Systems are shut down, or there are some sanctions somewhere, then cryptocurrency solves it. Here, it's up to people to choose whether to do it. Or are you settled? Yes, I just don't want to. I want to do it the old way, even if it's harder, or I have to go myself or something else. It's all up to you. Yes, because it happened right away. Stability? Well, stability is, on one hand, a good thing. We discussed this card too. And there's also an anchor in stability. But if a person doesn't want to change anything, maybe some changes could actually help them. For example, I got anchored here at work, in a stable job. And I don't want to change. That can be bad too, right? The whole world has already changed, improved something, right? I know about it, I study it, but I don't want to change. I'd rather stick to the old way, even if it's long, hard, and with breaks. Well, it could be the same here, right? Like an anchor that doesn't let you leave stability. Again. It's just you, after all. Well, you're still a talented person. As I said, even if you've anchored yourself. In the people you love, that's a huge plus, and at the same time a minus, yes. But you can also anchor yourself, damn, sorry, in some house. For example, you don't want to let go at all, but it would be better, let's say, to move somewhere else. And here, well, let's see. Talent decides everything anyway. Here's your talent, but here, sorry, you'll have to figure it out with yourself. Whatever is more comfortable for you, that's how I see it. You're going through a really interesting period. Because, honestly, it's really hard to read. Well, there you go. I can keep investing for a long, long time in something that's hard, where it's tough, where that's called hard work. And that's another plus. Right? Loved ones, a beloved home. I'll never abandon it. I'll keep fixing it up. I'll keep paying money. Even if I start earning less, I'll start, let's say, saving on myself, on everything. But I'll keep investing in it. On the plus side, but the downside is needing replacements. Still, I'll keep investing until the end and wait for results. Damn, the way the cards speak, huh? Well, maybe you need to hear this information. Come here. On the star and on money, because your income could become really high. They say, you're not seeing it clearly. Two of Swords. Think it through carefully. Here, of course, the higher powers are giving you a choice. You need to think about two things. And we already know, we've been shown this. One of the talents is processing information. Seriously, you treat information very seriously and responsibly. And you have two ways to solve it. But the choice is yours. It's like how higher powers gave us free will. And yes, I want to say, damn, Just decide for me already. But then you're a child and don't have free will. And God gave all of us free will to make a choice and bear the karma for that choice. That's already, as they say, the law of the universe, right? And ignorance of the law doesn't free you from responsibility. What kind of responsibility? Either good karma or bad karma. Yes, and that's also our experience. Even when we made a mistake, it was actually good and convenient for us later. We realized it was bad here, so next time we'll do things differently. It drives us ahead. I'd like to do it perfectly, but that's impossible. No one is perfect. In a dual world, duality appears again. Well, my dears, as I said, there are no negative experiences, only valuable ones. Our souls came here to gain experience, and we've chosen to separate what we see as negative ourselves. This is bad, this is good. But any negative experience actually pushes us toward progress. Toward progress. Whether it's with people or, well, with anything, even with yourself. In general, well, you're still talented here. You have the talent to make choices, to judge, to process all the information. Well, let's move on to swords. You can't lie to yourself. You need to feel sincere emotions here. If it's about finances, then it's kind of, well, you can't let yourself be misled. Here, intuition. It also means your intuition is working very strongly right now. Not only logic, and also your gut feeling. Yeah, that's right. You can't lie about painful situations or about what brings happiness, and you have to choose something harmonious. Here, the painful situation is turning around. And really, maybe it's about real estate, maybe it's about relatives. This is a family card, with close people, in your homeland, or something like that. And here you are fulfilling your dream. You get what you want. It's like you got the perfect card, but you still have to spend time. Or, for example, you see the girl is looking at herself and holding this cup. How much do I love myself? How much do I value myself? And it also applies to partners, because the Two of Cups is about partners. But you got the House card. These are people who are welcome in your home. Communicate with those you love. When it comes to work, definitely where you feel, I love myself if I went there. As for finances, if you help someone close or dear to you, it's like you love yourself for doing that. That's the nuance. I love and respect myself for it. I can't do it differently. Well, yes, victory awaits you with some changes. Changes make it easier to achieve your goal. Maybe it's another trip. Public recognition has come up again. Wow, wow. And that's exactly what brings light, happiness, and some kind of joy. At the very least, the sun gives joy by clarifying the path and achieving the goal. Victory awaits you. It's simply your choice. Think about it. This depends on you, not on higher powers. They've already given you everything. They've given you everything you need. This Five of Pentacles says, we've given you everything you need. All that's left is to choose. This is the beginning of a happy journey that will make all your dreams come true. And along the way, you should make the dreams of your loved ones come true too. Or wherever you like to be, at work. Fulfilling others' wishes pays you. The sun brings joy. I'm a good specialist. Well, darn, I just happened to get this job and the money. I'm a good specialist, yes. I'm valued, loved, people come to me. Even if you work for someone else, for a boss. People come to me, yes. And indirectly, this is a card of gold. Also, yes, this is what we talked about. These bank papers, they're all backed by gold. People will be drawn to you just as they are to the sun. Well, what does it give? The sun is our ego, a healthy ego, our goal. From this mountain, from this hill, the sun will rise. It will help you overcome. This is higher knowledge again. Well, which will give you independence. You see, you will feel calmer. Well, it's about money here, like the Nine of Pentacles. It's about money. This will improve your standard of living. It will increase your purchasing power, so I can buy things that are of a higher quality, or things that give me peace of mind. Where maybe I can't do everything in this world, of course, but I can pay assistance. I can pay people who have knowledge, certain skills, and I can give to them to once again improve my standard of living, my level of comfort. That's how I would put it. The Nine of Pentacles. Rising, increasing the level of well-being and comfort, to somehow feel more or less independent. So, there is still some kind of dependence, right? Well, I'll just say, in the goal, if there are some people here who are like a rock, let's ask about them just in case. Well, then your ability here can also play a cruel joke on you. You might anchor yourself to such people through deep emotions, and then the money just drains away. Through an emotional drain at first, but that's only for negativity, because the mountain is actually the goal. But it happens, yes. Also, your signification is interesting too, kind of dual. At the same time, there's talent in this, and at the same time, you can also get anchored in something very difficult, or a person can have a difficult character. Difficulties, yes. Doing too much. The work might be very complicated. But for you, some kind of information, high-level information, yes, it can increase your income level. Let's discuss the person. There may be some complex work involved. First, about the person. The cards flew out, they jumped out. Just a moment, girls. Victory awaits you. Look, it's the major arcana, Chariot. Well, a winner. But you can only become a winner again through intuition. Turn to your own priestess. And the difficult period is ending. To your own priestess. What? Where do I want to go? Victory is coming to you. And the end of a difficult period. Is it a feeling of being a victim or something like that? With a person, read about it since the victim card was mentioned. Tyrant, victim, rescuer. There can be narcissistic personalities here, and in general, that kind of story. Well, victory awaits you in the ability to uncover these inner secrets, psychology and things like that. Let's talk about finances. Some kind of difficult work, or it's hard to get money, because someone is working online and there are difficulties in receiving it. There is money, but it's hard to access. Or it's very hard work to get something. Well, very hard work. Putting an end to something, transformation, taking a risk. Here the cards are just speaking. Work that is killing you, and a tombstone. Death came up here. Then mountain means a stone on top. Take a risk and change things. Well, here only you can. Through the death card, we never actually die, but we simply risk something heavy. Well, Here is the fulfillment of a dream. Someone really needs your talent. Maybe it's working with children, by the way, or working with people who appreciate your gift or talent, something you've had since childhood. Or here the card may indicate that it will be a big win for you if you take the risk. Oh, justice will come to you. Choose what's fair for yourself. It's just like a win. You have to study it, no matter what. Or to learn something, your talent from the past, which will completely revive you. Even if you lost your health doing some hard work, it will revive you. Your talent will completely bring you back. People will be very grateful. From the heart. For caring about other people. I don't know, girls. That's just how it goes. Talent? To give some kind of beauty. You've had it since childhood. A very powerful talent. It will restore your health, and look how people are drawn to you. I'm talking about hard work here. People are really coming. Sometimes it can be something together with children here. With your loved one. It's your choice again. Here it's about work. Only hard work. Some choice that's really close to your heart. You want it both ways. Both ways. You see, yes, the girl is standing here. One group is coming this way, and she wants to follow them here. Yes, one group is coming. Family, home, something like that. And you want it both ways. Well, it's only your choice here. Be your own protector and support. Be your own guardian angel. And you can also be a guardian angel for other people in some ways. That's the situation here. Maybe you can pray? Well, I'm just saying, like a guardian angel or something. But here again, the girl is sitting and doing some calculations, and she's doing something online. Maybe you'll find a job online, or some kind of training online. But then, moderation. You shouldn't invest a lot of money here. There's a sense of moderation as well. Don't set high goals right away. Take it little by little, yes. And don't invest too much money. Be moderate, and don't forget to be your own guardian angel. That's how I would put it. If you're investing somewhere, by the way, there could be income from investments here as well, but do it very moderately. You understand, right? Study it here as much as you can. Let's do it this way. I don't give personal investment advice. According to the cards, as I already said, it should be very moderate and very careful. And study the assistants and specialists who have already made a nest in this field. As they say, stability. Financial stability, if that's the topic, is happening here. You've got something interesting, and the money is coming in. A dream come true in finance. There's a lot of responsibility here. You always have to approach the mountain with a lot of responsibility, but here you even have a lot of financial responsibility. Don't shake up your stability too much. You're really good at maintaining it. It's truly a talent, but don't shake it up. If you have to invest finances somewhere to achieve your goal, make sure to anchor part of your finances so that it always brings you the fulfillment of your dream and stability. That's a direct warning. Learn to create a safety cushion 100%. This is actually your talent. I wanted to add, if you don't know how, but you do know how to do this. You know how. Think about it. You can overcome any problem. Once again, the cards say, Imagine any painful situation. This is your talent. Just think calmly and move forward. This card is also about movement, so move forward. So, if you don't have a safety cushion, just put a penny there and say, I'll put another penny in the next day. For example. Well, that's it. You can uncover any secret if you want to move forward. And, in fact, higher powers keep bringing people to you. People reveal all their secrets to you, financial, work-related. You just need to think about it. That's all. Because you drew the High Priestess card. People come to you themselves with information, both negative and positive. That's it. Something negative, something you can actually learn from the experiences of others, everything. And because of that, oh Lord, the Hermit card, the Wise Man, well, that's the experience of everyone over thousands of years. About others' past experiences, just by sitting and thinking. Well, no, but that's really cool, and you definitely need to choose what your heart desires. And again, by sitting and thinking. Secret knowledge is always coming. Look, secret knowledge always comes in any painful situation. But the priestess, her intuition is strong, but she still needs to study. Well, your logic is strong too. In general, they showed you in a great position. Money can come here, big money. Great luck, improvement in life. Well, that's your talent anyway. Here, Mountain can show both a difficult problem and a difficult goal. That's right, that's right. Well, sorry, but we all came to this earth to work, to labor. By the sweat of our brow, as they say. We're all like that. Everyone has their own dilemma. Yes, everyone has their own dilemma. All right, let's keep watching. That was a really interesting answer for you. Family kin, family kin. What do you need to know about this? Let's lay them out side by side like this so you can see. Family kin, 3 cards. What's happening around you right now? Family, kin. Society, society, family, kin. This is also the card of the internet, or society, family, kin. All right, I'll lay out 3 cards. There's some communication happening. There's some kind of karmic relief, because these little birds, they bring relief through some kind of information, through knowledge, through the internet, by the way. They bring karmic relief. They put karmic points. And the cross card, that's your responsibility. We're reading for you, in your community, your family, and your lineage. Through conversations, through communication, a cross can be placed on heavy karma. That's how the cards answered. The relief of ancestral tasks comes through knowledge. Again, here's the card of society or the internet. For the family. Maybe, in your family, karmic people come from society. So let's start with you first. Your family and relatives. Well, what I can advise as a tarot reader is, let it go. Put a stop to all family relationships that are very hard, difficult, impossible, or unbearable. Then you will have rest and lightness. Because the cross of fate is only yours. Just like Jesus carried his cross. It feels like you, are dragging a heavy cross for your family line. Just like Jesus. It's not for nothing that we asked about your family. You are carrying it here like Jesus. I took responsibility for my whole family line. Well, the soul chose this. The society fell out. The society of relatives. And here you are like Jesus. And of course, Jesus was destroyed by his own people, the Jews. They came to Pontius Pilate and said to crucify, to destroy him. But did Jesus do any harm? He brought light. Well, you might have something like that too. Someone is poking you, yes. Like with a spear in the liver, yes. Eating it, where the stigmata appear. If you have such relatives, put a stop to it. Rest and relief await you. If you've already put a stop to it, then there is still someone you consider relatives, family. Sometimes we have close friends, but only from birth. Probably from somewhere far away, yes. That's also possible, because here the cross of fate has appeared. These are fateful people, the ones you want to be with. You keep choosing them. Here, if we read about you, relief may come through communication with these people. Some things will be resolved, and you'll have happy, light karma, where you can relax. The garden is a place to rest. Be sure to listen to information on the internet. Via the internet, community, rest is on the way. Maybe with your relatives, if, God willing, they are meant to be in your life. Well, all relatives are meant to be, yes, happy. You are happy. You have already prepared the ground. There is no negativity there, so listen to them. Some information about the internet will clearly come, about some societies and communities, which will make your life easier. About the birds. A bird means information, it clarifies, and will make your fate, your karma, easier. It is happy, light. Somewhere you can relax, some kind of rest. You are also going through a very interesting period in your family. If you have made something easier for one of your loved ones, you will also feel relief. These are fateful actions. So let's do it for you. You're with family. There were some actions taken by the family. You did something. And that's it. You became the head of the family. You've already done something for a long time. And you actually opened a new book for the family. A new chapter, new traditions, positive ones. But for this, I can say with absolute certainty, you've already gotten rid of the negative, bad worldview. You see, there are books here, people, a bad, negative worldview. You are the head of the family. Maybe, whether you feel it or not, but this staff, this first energy, it's already spreading everywhere. It's already flowing, but in this Ace of Wands, we might not even feel it. Maybe you gave the keys to paradise, just like Isis gave the keys to paradise to all people, and whoever truly believes, yes, they are already on earth and have the key to paradise simply by knowing and reading the Bible. All the rules are there, how to live easily on earth. Although, by default, it's hard to live on earth. Really? There's always a key to hell and one to paradise. But here, you've already burned the hellish keys for someone. Maybe you helped your loved ones, or even those you dislike. Sorry, those who, no matter what you did, still stabbed you in the liver with a spear, right? Well, then you definitely put an end to it. If not, do it. Well, here you are somehow even changing your worldview directly. The Hierophant came up for you as ancestral. The Hierophant always means a new book of fate for the family, for everyone. And here you got society. Society for the whole family. Jesus! Oh, how interesting. Yes. And we're doing this on Christmas. Such a direct message. Serious messages tend to come through on days like this. I see you actually appreciate them, or the Hierophant wouldn't have appeared. You are a highly spiritual person, whether you believe it or not, or maybe just kind of... Well, it's knowledge, you know. You can also gain some scientific knowledge. To believe in the absolute, in the universe that was created energetically. Faith is different here, but it all speaks about the same thing, about God. God has many names. Maybe it's quantum physics. Quantum physics, science, that's God. Mathematicians say mathematics is God. Everything is in numerical codes. We live in a matrix. Mathematicians are correct. It's possible to discuss the same idea using different words. I love mathematics, and I see that everything is written in digital codes, right? But here are letters, and they can also be written as numbers, right? Code, codes. Just like how they sit. Here, some interesting information emerged. Information technology specialists. Everything is coded digitally and is mathematical, and we are watching a whole movie with you. We hear speech. But all of this is in numbers. I'm in one place, you're in another, in different times. But in the energy information space, there is no time. Maybe I recorded this video 10 years ago, and someone is watching me now after 10 years have passed. And the books of Ieraphant are the books of fate. Many books and even divinations are based on books, on ancient ones. Everything is interconnected. God created everything. He created it all. Numbers, our mind, and we are a part of Him. He breathed spirit into us. Well, energy, if you want to put it that way, if we're speaking in scientific terms, right? The energy that is in every atom, from which everything is made, the entire material world. That's what's going on here. Interesting. Here it is, a broken heart, hopelessness. You've realized something. That's the story. After thinking and thinking, and again it falls. You turned over what your family or your relatives couldn't turn over. That's the story. Probably the card was removed because any information for you isn't superficial. You see what others don't see. Let's see. A valuable structure. You know how to structure any information from the past, the future, the present, and from this information, create a stable structure, a stable family. The 10 of Pentacles came up. Oh, how interestingly the cards speak. All right. Work? Now let's talk about work. Well, although I've already mentioned it, here it is. Work came up here. Again, yes, for you. Maybe this work is actually with family members. Something fateful. Here is the family. People you are anchored with under the same roof. Yes, it came up. For someone, that's how it is. And now we're moving on just to work, purely the area of work and business. If you're not working, you can skip this part. But we all have things to do, even retirees. Even kids already have their own things. Learning something, even moms with kids. And there's actually a huge number of things to do. Moms with kids work 24/7. No nights off, no weekends, no breaks. Not a drop of rest, right? Girls, aren't we amazing? We worked, and we took care of our families too. Well, my kids are already grown. I'm already a grandma. Grandmas get a little more rest. Well, it depends on what kind of grandma you are. Well, I get more rest now. Now I just enjoy myself. Let the kids handle the tough stuff. I just enjoy life. That's it. Work. Well, let's see. A good card came up. Work itself. The fox. Sorry, it's neutral. It gets... Oh, it shows the resourcefulness of entrepreneurs. You'll be lucky, by the way. All entrepreneurs will be lucky. You're lucky. Some kind of new cycle has started through communication, through conversations, through actions, deals, agreements. New cycles have begun. New partners in business, in work, in... Maybe for some, there will even be a cycle of moving around, spinning at work. A new job. Wow, it'll clear everything. Well, the card of the spiritual lily, well, it just says, here, there could be a good professional, a male professional. A new cycle at work with an honest person. Well, if you are alone, an entrepreneur by yourself, you will enter a period if you only interact with pure intentions. with your own, let's say, well, you act only with pure intentions with your clients. For example, if you are not an entrepreneur yourself, then of course, with a new job, you will have to run around the ring because the ring always completes one cycle and starts a new one. Look for honest people, contract partners, those contracts, cycles. Well, they'll put a ring on your finger, sign all the contracts. Clean, clear, and straightforward. You'll definitely have to run around because society sometimes closes doors to foxes, but a fox will always find a fish. Always. But sometimes maybe it shows that some extra income might be possible. There may be other sources too. Okay, a new cycle has started at work. But those who are highly spiritual, pure, will be lucky. Remove all the filth, and you will be lucky. That's what the card says. Remove all dirty people or dirty partners. I don't even know, right? Partnership came up. Oh, girls, maybe your husband will get lucky at work. By the way, if you're busy, running around at home, let's say there's a lot of work at home, watching the kids, and here we also have the fox. Yes, with a fox cub. Your husband will be lucky with work. If you have one. If you don't have a husband, you might get lucky with work. Well, really, you have to hustle. Oh, marriage at work is waiting. But really, you have to spin around, be busy, have a lot to do, be a responsible person, responsibility. Fox, responsibility, the ability to hustle and adapt. You can leave your husband at work. Forever, actually. According to the lilies, it's called forever, meaning you met someone at work for business matters, and it's forever. According to the lilies, he will be your last husband then. Well, if you had, let's say, a husband. Wow, that's interesting. You really can meet your husband at work. Communicate, talk, hustle a bit. Fox, maybe be a little cunning somewhere. But how? Stay honest. Don't deceive. Let's ask about a husband at work first. 10 of Cups. In a community that brings happiness, there will be a man with whom you will create a community, and your dreams will come true there. The 10 of Cups makes dreams come true. Yes, you don't know about it yet, but you will free yourself from what used to upset you. That's it. Still about work. Well, not everyone is looking for a husband. Well, the ring just came up. About work. Well, it's a contract. A contract. You'll have to talk a lot, and probably have to look around as well. Entrepreneurs will be very lucky. I'm telling you right away, there are real karmic changes happening, all about spirituality and purity. Oh. So 3 cards came up for work. Oh, actually, more cards came up. It looks like the cards wanted to comment on work here. A work-related dream is coming true. I'll flip it over. I need to cross it out here, otherwise they'll block it. A dream is coming true, again through routine work. About your talents. First of all, you have a new talent developing, and the whole reading just showed the foundation of your old talents since birth. Think about them. The same card comes up. They fell out on their own. It will make your dream come true and set you free. I was shuffling, and these same cards just popped out. I could have even read the same cards for work. Your dream will come true in society. In a community where you feel comfortable, you will develop a new talent, but the foundation will be based on your old ones. You already have them. You'll have to choose. I'll give you options. About the fox, of course. Not all doors will open, and you shouldn't open every door. You'll even have to close some doors yourself. You should look within yourself, as people will tell you all you need to know about finding a job. People and priestesses reveal everything themselves, all the secrets. They don't even realize that they've uncovered all the secrets. You just need to sit down, dive inside yourself, and think. Make an intuitive choice from within. There will be a lot of logic, yes, a lot of information, but in some way, overall, happiness. You will be financially free somewhere. Yes, victory awaits you. Chariot, the ability to choose. Because the winner is a major arcana, it's about speed. So there are signs everywhere, right? You follow the signs, but sometimes you need intuition. The sign says one thing, you go there, and then, damn, it's something completely different. But the signs still warn you. Here are the signs. People experience many events. Another important thing is this. There are always people here. There is always someone who points out the direction, the way, right? Like, what do you call them? The navigator, the one who sits there. So people will be navigators. They will tell you their direction, their goal. They'll tell you everything. Everyone will tell you their goal. You just have to decide if that's your goal too, or if it's not yours at all. That's it. Trust yourself and you'll win. You can only become a winner through the priestess, and the priestess is always learning. She logically studies her own inner feelings and logically studies those people who, like navigators, say, I need to go there, I want this, and I'm ready to give you this. Or we'll get something there. It's great for work, too. Almost the same cards came up. I could have read it that way without putting them away. That often happens in tarot. It depends on what topic you're exploring. You can use the same cards to reveal one topic, another, a fifth, or a 10th, but the meanings will be different. Okay, let's move on. Money, finances, money, finances. Return. Think about it. Return, go back to your finances, the ones that provide stability. You need to think very seriously about your finances and make sure it always gives you stability. You should always keep this in mind. Keep in mind the jobs that have always given you stable income. Friends can also help with finances. The card just says, go back, go back, wow! Intuition will bring you money. That's what you've been true to. This will bring you intuition. Some intuitive abilities will bring you money. A creative approach will bring you money and will make your dream come true. Like a dog, it always returns. Stay true to stability, to some stable income, or maybe stay true to... Let's draw the third card. Wow. Money, finances. Just intuitively return to health, to healthy relationships, to healthy money, to healthy relatives, to healthy relationships, to your own health. Very strongly, intuitively, you constantly need to be true to your health. Intuitively and logically, what used to make you really happy before, stay true to that, and intuitively keep creating something new all the time. For this is actually a health card. Look, you got a health card for your finances. If your health is fine, then it's about nutrition. Nutrition, wow, fish. Nutrition with fish. Maybe there's a lot of... Well, that's exactly vitamin D. But this will give you money, growth, financial growth, monetary, healthy relationships in the family, emotional, healthy nutrition. Always go back to the people who give you constant emotional support, really good support. It will give you financial growth, and you will overcome any difficulties. As for money, but still, there is growth here, and at the same time, something new is being born under the moon. It's like some new money is being born. Maybe even in the family, some new money could be coming in. Well, for those who have a husband, something new could happen here, and it could last for a long time. Yes. Money. There's healthy growth here. There's a transformation happening that you can't see anymore. There's a transformation going on here. Both the old and new ways. The moon still affects money and brings very strong worries and happiness at the same time. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Look, death means the old, the fool means the new. Two major arcana cards came up. Everything here relies on intuition. And it's always about returning to that money, to those people who give support, happiness, love. That's exactly what brings growth. Mother, maternal energy. If you have a mom, yes. Here, help your mom. Well, unless your mom is some kind of... Well, doesn't hurt you. You understand, right? Sorry, I already told a story once about a case where a mother killed her own children. Because of her faith in Christ, sorry. That's just nonsense, really. She decided they were zombies, that the devil had taken their souls. Well, yes, all sorts of things happen in life. Some people have narcissistic mothers. But if your mother brings you joy, 10 hearts, you're attached to her, and that helps too. Children, your maternal energy, you are like a mother. Healthy relationships, you shouldn't serve food that is harmful to health. Continue this and your money will grow. Well, that's because Luna came up. It's nourishment. It grows money. Health, nourishment, emotional nourishment. They all help your money grow. Wow, a star. Growth in the long term. And the tree, it's for the long term too. Don't rush things. That's what this card is also saying. There are plants that grow very quickly. Tomatoes, they're perennials, yes, but they grow fast. And without someone's support, like a stick or something, support from other people, nothing will work out. They'll collapse. But a tree, yes, an oak, sorry. It grows slowly, but it's for the long term. With good people who give you support, with healthy nutrition, well, or a return. A return to something that used to give you health. Well, it should bring some joy. Short runs for pleasure, maybe. Well, a dog, yes. Brings joy, brings joy. A return to that. In the long run, they give. Maybe a dog will bring you joy again. Some people have pets. The star says finances are steadily growing here. The most important thing is to be a guardian angel in finances. Preserve what has given you joy in the past and develop and nurture something new. This is for the long term. Well, the guardian angel has come out. Moderation, moderate spending, and moderate. You shouldn't kill yourself, basically, not at work either. We keep going back there all the time because it fills us with joy. Your finances grow while your guardian angel protects them. The magical time is happening. The magician is upright. You can handle everything. You can do it. Here, your guardian angel is speaking to you. Major arcana cards are coming up too. Well, that's it. For love, my dears. For love, for love. 3 cards for love. Luck and love. Well, again, it's something small like that. This is help from higher powers given with love. If you don't put it off, that's what it's called. Well, if you put it off, you might lose love, right? Well, if you have loved ones, well, men. In this case, it's only men. Don't put it off. Say, I love you. Spend time, spend it, maybe. Don't put it off. This, in general, will bring a flow of daily happiness on a daily basis that we don't notice. But in the end, that's where happiness continues to go. If you don't put it off, if you don't have a man and you see someone is interested in you, don't put it off. Talk to him, take a look, see what kind of person he is. Well, it's a card of choice, so make a choice. Because this expands your opportunities. You have a lot of options here. So, if you don't put it off, talk, have a conversation. If you didn't like the choice, pause, reflect, and draw. You can stop it. Even if you didn't like it, it's still experience we've discussed, based on experience. Gosh, when we choose a dress, we try it on. We see if the color suits us, how it looks with our eyes. We talk to the salesperson. But with men, we immediately want a prince to just show up, gosh. That doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. That's it. It's an illusion, choosing in love. Look right here. Good. You need to broaden your knowledge. What path is he taking? What are his goals? Don't put it off. You'll get lucky. Take on this responsibility if this reading is about you. If it's about men, then right now, most likely, there may be authoritative men at work. Bear. Sorry, yes, it came up. There may be bosses, men who have high goals. He's not just looking for a lover, he's looking for a wife, but he's also quite clever himself. After all, he's the master of the forest. Well, this tells you too. Don't put off making your choice. Stop and see where to close the roads, to whom to open the roads. Open the roads only to responsible men. Yes, they roar, they have high goals, they're hardworking. Hardworking, 10 of Wands. But they can roar too. Well, again, if you want to look for someone soft and fluffy, they'll just sit under your skirt, and then you'll be the one who starts roaring. Well, here's the thing, right? The choice is yours, as they say. The card of choice can also show two completely different people. So, here you go. You're being given a choice as well. Two absolutely different people could. Here is the purity of a person who possesses power, authority, and the ability to solve certain problems. A man meant for you may appear. However, this card can also represent two entirely different people. Active and a child. 6 of Cups. Well, that's great too. You can exchange. With gifts, some creative talents. There could be a very creative man. And one is so bright, wow, fiery, roaring. He acted first, then thought about it. The World card came up here. People say different things here. Don't put it off, it's a good time. Just don't put it off. If you want to get married, if you want a romantic relationship, you can just build a romantic one here. We're all different after all. Oh my God, girls. Maybe someone just wants a romantic relationship and doesn't want to get married. Anything can happen. The world here is very convenient. Yes, it shows you several paths. Stop, think about it, but don't put it off for later. It's your responsibility. If you keep putting things off, sometimes it's just luck. Life has lucky and unlucky periods, especially if you keep procrastinating. Well, there will be some more moments of learning here. Well, you can just stay like that, sitting and not seeing any chances. There will still be some here, but it just won't be the same. It's just like how development is happening here. There will be chances to learn, but they're so small. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. You can just sit, be bored, and not even notice these chances. Small ones. But here, there seem to be more chances. That's how it is. Well, there are more doubts at the same time. But that's always the case. More chances, but also more doubts. Here or not here. Maybe this one, or maybe that one. There are pros and cons everywhere. They say that on the men's market, there will be more active offers because men suddenly feel like they're lacking something. Men lack a woman's love. Well, that's how it is for now, so to speak. That's how the higher powers see it. They say men have developed a desire, but they lack a woman's love and care. Well, there's a lack of the Queen of Cups. That's why, she says, you've ended up with such a fortunate period. It's just that men made a choice. They wanted something. They wanted love. They wanted some kind of feminine care. That's why there are so many opportunities now. Valuable ones, yes. You have to dig a bit. The value is hidden. There's a leprechaun here. The value is hidden. Well, there are valuable men. Wow, look at that. There are valuable men. There are smart men. You'll have to think hard. The responsibility is on you, whoever you choose. Don't be afraid, they say. Don't be afraid. Emperor. There is an emperor here, a man who wants a serious relationship, very responsible. Stable. You have to choose. You want both things. The Lover's card appears again. You want both. Actually, this card can show that at first there will be the Emperor. And the second is I'll tell you now. One more card. From June to September, the second one. You'll already know them by then. Well, you'll like that one, and you'll like the other one for something else. Or maybe you'll be able to choose by then. Well, the first one is clearly a bit of a dominant man, but you can achieve a lot with him. And the second one, since June until September. They say. Some old stories will also be revived here. Maybe some ex-boyfriends. The highest court. Judge with your soul, judge with your soul, judge with your soul. Again, a man appears. Judge through your soul, through high spirituality. The 20th major arcana. Here, a family can happen. Only through a spiritual choice can a family happen. But the higher powers, the 20th major arcana. This is family. This is your loved ones. Choose, is he like family to you? What is closer to you? What feels more like family? And cut off the rest, even if it's painful. Your intuition will help you. Here's the story. Men are drawn to you now. That's how the reading ended, girls. Thank you for being with me today. Please like and leave comments. It's easy for you, and it will make me very, very happy to get any feedback from you. Look, Cancer. The moon rules the family. Cancer. Yes, the zodiac sign, Cancer. So you can create a family without painful karmic problems. Judge with your soul. This card simply tells you who is close to you and who is not. We make different choices, come from different homelands, and have different loved ones. Yes. For example, I have this kind of family, and I feel comfortable, unconsciously, in such a family, in similar esoteric circles. And at the same time, law, yes. Everyone in my family is a lawyer, except for my dad. Although my dad actually... Our family reads a lot, and my dad is a lawyer. Well, we had a huge library, and he got me used to. Oh my God, science fiction. What is the correct name for it? The kind of science fiction that's based on facts. Yes, like historical ones. Those ancient stories about the Incas. About. So, it's science fiction that's supported by facts and theories. Actual theories. Scientists. Right? Yes. Science fiction. We had a lot of it. And my dad, he wasn't a believer, and there was nothing like that at all. Yes, my grandmother and my mom were believers. My mom was into esotericism, my grandmother too, but my dad wasn't. But he believed, absolutely believed in scientific knowledge, theories about the past. That was it. He always told me to study, study, study astronomy. That's where At first, I studied astronomy. Well, in general, this is interesting, yes. It depends on the person. Because again, the moon represents duality, and at the same time, the fears of making a choice. But you can choose family if you go. Look deep inside, with whom you will feel comfortable. Maybe society in general doesn't accept such people, but with whom you will feel comfortable. It's your choice. Well, that's the story, yes. I thank you for being with me today. It was a very interesting reading. Like the video, leave comments. Any feedback from you is very important and valuable to me, whether it's a heartfelt connection, comments, likes, or even sponsorship support. And donations, if you can afford it, of course. I'm not saying goodbye to you. Come by more often, stay longer, and see you next time.